Ever since afternoon today, when the Indian Air Force launched missiles on the Air Force defense system in Lahore, destroying it completely, and also the hitting of the Rawalpindi Army headquarters today in the afternoon. India has hoped that Pakistan will learn lessons and hold itself, keep restraint, and not try to escalate into a full war. But by the evening, around 7 or 7:30, Pakistan Pakistan launched a full-scale war by launching a multiple attack on multiple drones and missiles at almost 10 cities across the LOC line, prompting Indian government to declare complete blackout in so many cities, including Jammu and Srinagar, Amritsar, Bhuj in Gujarat, Jaisalmer in Rajasthan, Poonch Rajouri in Kashmir. Almost it appeared as if Pakistan were trying to burn the border into fire. It was something which, fortunately, India had expected, and according to what I learned and saw from the army experts who have inside knowledge of what Indian government is trying to do, Indian government had put into a plan of every expected action and accordingly had put into the paper what India will like to do in any given situation. So whatever India is doing or whatever Pakistan is doing is not surprising Indian government or Indian military. Indian military is doing exactly what it had been prepared to do and what it had anticipated till now. So it is very happy moment and pleasant actually news to hear that Indian military had anticipated, calculated every step from Pakistan in detail and accordingly prepared itself in advance for everything what actually India has started now. So whenever you come to know of any attack or any counter attack by India, you should not take as a surprise or shock. Everything that India is doing is actually already prepared and anticipated in advance. For example, by 8 or 9 o'clock, when Pakistan had almost put the LOC on fire with so many attacks from missile drones that prompting India to start its offensive around say 8:30, and within 1 hour India shot down two JF17 which Pakistan had brought from China, one F16 which Pakistan had bought from USA. Then India also shot down AWACS, which is advanced warning system of Pakistan, and significantly all these four air defense, all these four, you can say, advanced fighter jets planes of Pakistan were shot down in Pakistan. Not a single one was shot in Indian airspace. The second day, India also launched its offensive by raining missiles and drones on Lahore, Sialkot, Karachi, and Islamabad. It is obvious that first India is blocking successfully Karachi, which is the only supply route, and if India has attacked Karachi and blocked it, that will mean that only supply route to Pakistan is cut off. So Pakistan will not be able to get anything from outside in case it wants or needs. Secondly, attack on Lahore means, and it is showing actually, because Lahore is defenseless. The air defense system in Lahore was already be destroyed in the afternoon, so Lahore is defenseless. So all the missiles and drones raining on Lahore is actually meeting its objectives, hitting its target successfully without any hindrance, without any opposition, without any detection. Thirdly, there is a place called Sargola, which India has almost decided to win at any cost, because this is the place, this is the nerve center of its army and military preparations. This is the place where India had won the war in 65 and 71 also. If India wins it, that will cut Pakistan off from the many parts of its territories, virtually virtually cutting off its limb. So the reports coming in are saying that India has launched a very strong offensive to win Sargola, and it is almost likely that India will win it, because so far India has not lost a single fighter plane. India has successfully shot down all the drone attacks and missiles fired by Pakistan in the evening to in successful bid and attempt to put the LOC on fire. Ironically, all the missiles and drones launched by India into Pakistan are hitting the target without any opposition, without any detection. But none of the missiles and drones attacked by Pakistan is actually able to hit the target because of the S-400 deployed by India across the places. And this missile system is a hero. It's just a hero because it has successfully, single-handedly achieved what the entire Pakistan could not achieve. It repulsed the attack by hitting all the missile tracks in the air before these systems and these attacks could hit the target. As the night progresses, it is quite obvious that this escalation will increase, go into full-scale war, and India will not hesitate now that Pakistan has definitely dared India to come out and match. And India was, as I said, India had anticipated, so India had prepared itself in advance, and therefore India is prepared, ready for the full-scale war, and it may also not listen to any advice for restraint by any other foreign nations unless and until Pakistan accepts retreat and goes back into its barracks, which is almost very unlikely. But then the diplomacy is always at work. International relations are always, dynamics are always changing. And according to the situation unfolding between India and Pakistan, it is possible that the international community will definitely chastise and scold Pakistan heavily, because Pakistan has lost its moral support. Except China and Turkey, it has no support. And between China and Turkey, China is playing its card very, very smartly, neither antagonizing India nor fully supporting Pakistan, because India has successfully painted Pakistan as a villain in this game. Pahalgam attack has given India a stick to beat Pakistan with, and it is taking advantage. Global community is firmly in its in the favor of India, having clearly said Pakistan that India has every right to avenge and finish terrorism, which has become a scourge of the world. So it is quite possible, it is quite natural and normal that these terrorists should be punished and should be killed. If Pakistan is not doing, whose job is this, if not India's? So what India is doing is its right, and it has to do this, it must do it. So India has the moral support, active support, and every kind of support from across the world. Pakistan is nowhere, and Pakistan has lost its way. Now that the escalation is going full scale, it is certain that Pakistan will not last for beyond 3 days. By then, we do not know what will happen in area cities of India, but till now, India has shown that Pakistan will fail in its attempt to cause any casualty in India. But at the same time, India has shown Pakistan that you cannot escape and your defense will be stripped and defense will be destroyed. So it is very interesting as it unfolds. But there are many other informations slowly trickling out. The most important thing is the meeting between Modi and World Bank chief today in the evening, and at the same time, Ministry of External Affairs has swung into diplomatic offensive, showing to the world what Pakistan has openly started showing. For example, Hafiz Saeed Asad Mazhour's brother was shot dead in Indian attack yesterday, and in his funeral, Pakistan army was there in hordes, not one or two. It was there in large numbers. In fact, it was the Pakistani army personnel who carried the dead body of this terrorist, taking his coffin into the grave. This has given India ample opportunity to show that Pakistan army and terrorists are almost one and the same, maybe two bodies, but of the same soul. India has rightly and correctly asked the world to give its opinion about this picture and ask him what Pakistan is trying to show. Second, in UN, when Pakistan Prime Minister approached UN for intervention, United Nations, of course, called a meeting, but it was not able to dictate. India was able to successfully put its case before the international community that Pakistan is actually the master of every terrorist, and terrorists are actually slave of Pakistan army, and United Nations has officially supported India in its fight against terrorism. So let us see how it unfolds. In every possibility, this war will escalate to the full scale by the time you wake up in the morning tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow morning with more updates and more surprise attacks and more casualties from Pakistan. I hope by the time we get up tomorrow morning, Lahore will have been won, Karachi will have been won, and Sialkot has no defense, and Islamabad will fall also. So we hope for the best.